such an insult.
It said that 80% of the staff on board the Titanic was registered and actually did come from Liverpool as well. And that's where they read out the names of all the people who sadly passed away. It's also where an angry mob turned up and they found out that they deducted all their money for the clothing and the instruments, which you wouldn't get away with today. So now in Man Island, on your left hand side you've got the Museum of Liverpool. Does exactly what it says on the tin in there. How Liverpool started right up to present day. You've got Ken Dodd's tickling sticks in there. Bill Shankly, famous Liverpool managers, Mac on the hour. All the seafood over to one side, here on the ferry. So it takes roughly about 50 minutes. 500 times in the space of 50 minutes. Liverpool is the port of Liverpool. Big blue screen across, and they use it for films. Captain America. If anybody wants the Silla series with Sheridan Smith, well, she's actually stood on them steps there, didn't she? When Bobby, we finally made it. But obviously she hadn't made it that far because she only come 2 miles down from Scotland Road really, didn't she? Say Captain America, Florence Foster Jenkins was filmed down here. Fantastic piece, Where to Find Them, Harry Potter. So that drove these for 12 years, me and Mandy were the driver. Normally when we get the cruise ships in, we block this off. So what we do, you just come down the dock, see a cormorant and stuck a pair of eagle's legs on it. And in the mouth is obviously, you know, it's the larva, which is a seaweed. Which gradually, as you know, that's where larvae become liver and larvae. When I first started this job, we were only getting 10 or 15 little ships in now. We're up to 18 get something built permanent there. For the time being, as you can see, it just looks like a bouncy castle. But we are going to change it as well. The Disney ship and all that comes out of it because he bought that silly monkey with them bubbles. So that's where he actually stayed there. To your right hand side, the gold lamp, it's actually an art installation of a young lad. A few years back now we got hit by a car and he became paralysed from the neck down, and that's what he used to get around. So obviously one part of his life changed and then he got to another part of his life. Actually what was found about 18 years ago, it was top secret, and Winston Churchill actually ran the Battle of the Atlantic actually from that building there. I said, you take it up the north up to Scotland, just such a shame, but it did get bombed as well, it did get a lot of damage, but they just changed it into offices. Lovely building. So you think how much money they had, that was actually the train station there. So they shut that down and then they give us this thing on your left, Moorfield, looks like a Meccano set. So you go to see the Gromley statues up in Crosby. Lovely place, lovely area. Go up there. I go there with my wife and my kids and the dog, but I don't know why I take the dog because all he does is bark. Just barks at the statues and just bring them back home again. Loads of them up there. So as we come to the bottom of Moorfield now, just ahead of us we've got the Prudential building. Now this building, as you see, it's in red terracotta brick, was built by Alfred Waterhouse. It's such a shame on this fella, I feel sorry for this fella. Queen Victoria couldn't stand any of his buildings. He said, I am not amused, you look like abattoirs. So Alfred Waterhouse got the nickname Slaughterhouse Waterhouse. He did do a few more buildings, I'll show you in a little bit. But if you do look up to your left hand side now, anybody heard the Queen, the group, Freddie Mercury? Well, he actually lived in Liverpool. If you look up at the building, the Queen building here, we know for a fact this is where he got the name for the group Queen. And that was also on a front cover, I think it was a Night at the Opera, on the cover of that as well. To your right hand side now, you've got the Town Hall, which is the second oldest building in Liverpool, behind the Blue Coat. You can actually go in there as well, have a little tour in there. The balconies where the people stood. The Queen stood there as well. Lovely building, but the men's toilets are meant to be haunted by a little old lady, so just be careful then when you go into the bathroom there. Coming along Castle Street, and obviously at the end is where the castle once stood, which is now the Law Courts. But another rarity, to your left hand side we've got the Bank of England. Very rare to have one of these outside of London. As I said, Liverpool had 40% of the world trade actually came through Liverpool. They just couldn't keep up with the demand of the money. So what they ended up doing, they said to Liverpool, you'll have to open up a Bank of Liverpool. So I'll show you that in a minute. And the reason why they told us to open up a Bank of Liverpool was to print our own money. There's still people still printing their own money. They're not meant to anymore. So just check it, make sure you check your change every now and again. Coming up on your right hand side shortly, behind just in front of the law courts, you'll see the Queen Victoria Monument. It's just fascinating that this monument here never got touched during the Blitz. All the area that you see to the left hand side of going into is just annihilated, it's just flattened. There was a brilliant programme on it, so you might go and have a little look at that as well. To your right hand side now, you've got Liverpool One Shopping Centre. It is a massive shopping centre, as you all know. It's just too many shops there to leave a day, but there's two shops that I always talk about on the tour. It's the Liverpool and the Everton shop, and I love it. As you know, I'm a Liverpool fan, but Everton, brilliant. Called their shop Everton 2. So when you buy a bag out of this, it says Everton 2, Liverpool 1. Absolutely brilliant. There's also the Lego shop in there for the men as well. Now coming up shortly, we got the Hard Day's Night Hotel. This is the Beatle area now around here, the Calvin Quarter. We got Blake's Restaurant, named after Sir Peter Blake, who designed the Sgt. Pepper's album. You look up to your right hand side, you got Ringo with his Liverpool hat on and scarf. How's Billy Connolly, doesn't it? Good, yeah. The Calvin Club is down there. You've also got the Silla statue down there as well. The Silla White. For some strange reason, this road used to be one of the main roads through the heart of Liverpool, and they're now narrowing it down to one lane, Victoria Street. A lot of buildings here, there's Victoria's everywhere. You see, you've got Victoria buildings on your left hand side. A lot of the tour people ask me, why have you got so many lovely buildings still standing? It was just the fact is that we just couldn't afford to knock them down. We just mothballed them all, we boarded them all up, and over time we got a little bit more money in the city. We could actually just took all the boards down and they've just jet washed all the buildings and painted the window frames. So that's why we've still got loads of the original buildings in Liverpool. I remember all these being boarded up a few years back. It was actually not down here, was it? Yeah. I said this was the original the business quarter back in the day. It's now to your left hand side. If you see, this is the lesbian and gay district that we're in now. If you look at the street signs and you'll see all the rainbows on all the street signs, what it stands for is Judy Garland is a massive gay icon somewhere over the rainbow. So that's why we've used the rainbow symbol. So that street there is maybe our gay and lesbian quarter down there as well. It's happy hour all day down there. When you're at the ferry across the Mersey, when gay pride's on, they have ferries across the Mersey, so have a laugh on that, don't you, and have a good time on there. To your right hand side now, you've got the other Everyman, just opens up there. It's an adult-only picture house. You've got a big massive the Bank of Liverpool on your left, right kiddo. That's the Bank of Liverpool where we used to print our own money. It's also said in top secret during the Second World War, Winston Churchill. There's a son, and I'm glad I've got my son, I'm telling you now. Coming up on your right hand side shortly, you've got the Shankly Hotel in there. If you look in the Shankly Hotel on the floor, the key to the city and the key to the Shankly gates are in there as well. Lovely hotel. Loads of memorabilia in there. To your left hand side now, the building one for Dixie Dean. Everton legend as well, so the Dixie Dean hotels on your left hand side. Next area we're coming into is the Cultural Quarter. All these buildings ahead of us, as you know, are all free to go in. To your left hand side, one of the world's first. There's no mean fee to do that. It's still the widest, but it's not the longest tunnel anymore. You've got the Channel Tunnel now and places like that. Further down on Scotty Road where Silla's from, you've got the Kingsway, which was opened by the Queen, and you've got the Queensway, which was owned by the King. There's some great pictures as well around here as well. We've also got one of the old original toll booths up here as well. It's a shame that got compacted to a few months back when we rebuilt it and made it look still off original, but I think we should move it out the way there, to be honest. Coming up now, on your left hand side, you've got the Whale Museum there, the Byzantine Whale Museum, sorry, itchy nose, the Whale Museum on your left, over 5 floors in there. You can see Nemo and Dory in there, definitely worth having a little look around in there, free of charge to go in. Next coming up, we've got Central Library, also free to go in. There's also a rooftop terrace in there as well, you can go in there. Next door to that, you've got the picture reading rooms, which is like step back in time. That was the first place in Liverpool to have electricity there on your left hand side. I think he just fiddled it and stuck it to this lamppost outside, to be honest with you. The last building on the left, the Walker Art Gallery, also free to go in. You've got Michelangelo and Leonardo on the outside. They weren't just Ninja Turtles, as I tell the kids, they were actually real people. If you do look up to your left, a lot of people think that's Britannia. Well, that's not Britannia, that's actually the spirit of Liverpool. She's got a cormorant on her knee, and she's sitting on a bale of cotton. Now, about 7 or 8 years ago, the original one did get damaged, so they took that one away, and then we got that one put in its place. But a lot of people think it's Britannia, and it's not Britannia. They call him Elvis, the Duke of Wellington, the Iron Duke. I'm surprised he hasn't got a Liverpool scarf round his neck as well, to be honest with you. He's facing his biggest battle against Waterloo. It's also said that when the battle finished, they brought 2 cannons back and they melted it down, and that's why he's got a statue of him there. He's also twice MP of Liverpool as well. To your left hand side now, as you see, you've got St George's all there, but just behind you've got St John's Gardens here. All the nice looking gentlemen there, all in the uniforms. St John's Gardens here, there actually was a church.
Scouts has not too much being really everybody, you know. He said because the water is boiled, that's why he told everybody what you could hear. Obviously all the diseases was in the water. That's why he told everybody to stop drinking the water, just drink beer. So we should be called Sir Dr. Stick around a little bit. The look I get off with him when I tell him how it is, I go, we'll kill you. On the plateau at the 34-2, Liverpool resurgent, known locally as Dickie Lewis. Now when he was erected in the 1950s, caught me there, you wasn't meant to repeat that. When he was put up there, they brought a petition out to alter the angle of the bangle, and that's a 2-story. I think we should move it back now. They all used to use your first name. One's called Oliver and one's called Twist. So this is where he's got all the inspiration to do Oliver Twist. And the biggest cathedral the world has ever seen. If you do look to your right, you just see the pyramids coming into view now. Mandy will slow down just a little bit as we go past. If you look just beyond the trees to your right hand side, you see the round circular window. Well, you see the way the brickwork all of a sudden just stops. That's because of the Second World War. They had all the stonemasons trying to build the biggest cathedral the world has ever seen, but obviously they got drafted off one by one till it is said that there was one man left trying to build the biggest cathedral in the world. He got drafted off. Richardson's crypt, he actually did finish the crypt. It just shows you Brick University. This is what Queen Victoria only said. I'm not amused, it looks like an abattoir. Looks like something people, thousands of people homeless as you're seeing. So in the late 1950s, the early 60s, they gave them £5 million and said you've got to finish it in 4 years. This was actually built by a president. Just strange that a president done the Catholic and a Catholic done the president. It is fantastic. It has got the big collection of stained glass with over 20 tastic theatre. Daniel Craig from Over the Water, he's a Plasy Scouser, he's from Birkenhead. Made of a Colomara marble. Colomara marble, which you can't get anymore. They are definitely a superb tourist attraction. Definitely go on and have a look in there. Just take a peg for your nose because they actually do stink. 2 rooms in there as well called Brahms and Liszt. So if you know your Cockney rhyming slang, you know what it stands for. Philharmonic on your left. Over 170 years old, the orchestra in there. There's also a plaque in there as well to commemorate the orchestra that went down with the Titanic. Now coming up on your left hand side, it's over 200 years old, this street, Falcon Street, where they do the costume dramas, Sherlock Holmes film there, Peaky Blinders down there as well. It's also where they've done the series, The House Through Time, down there as well. Slow down a second here, man, Forest. To your left hand side, this used to belong to a slave trader as well. It was also a girls' school where Edwina Curry went. To your right hand side, you've got the Liverpool Institute, where Paul McCartney used to go to. And George Harrison went to. This building to your right hand side used to be the art college where John Lennon, Judith Sutcliffe and Cynthia Powell used to go to as well. It's now Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts. Paul McCartney owns all this and he comes back every year to give all the students the graduations, which is very nice of them as well. He's a billionaire now. I got him in the grounds and he said, you've got no chance. He was a Catholic. So So he's buried just outside the main entrance there on the left hand side with his wife. Yeah, so lovely, lovely, absolutely amazing. There's also the red telephone boxes in there because it's his smallest creation inside his largest creation, so definitely worth going. There's also, if you do want to go on the roof, you've got to get 2 lifts and 182 steps to get to the top. Lovely, lovely building, cathedral. Right ladies, we're now turning into Rodney Street. We've got the bombed out church. Known locally as St Luke's Church. I don't like it being called a bombed out church because it wasn't bombed. It was actually a 19th century device, so it just burnt out. The statue you see on your left is the truce, First World War, when you come off the bunkers. Christmas morning, swap chocolates, had a game of footy, and then the next day they started killing each other again. Unbelievable. St Luke's is it, and it's still used to this day. You can get married in there. I went to see It's a Wonderful Life in there last year with my wife. A couple of bottles of wine, sitting a bale of hay, and they have pictures and markets and beer festivals and everything goes on in there as well. Further up on your left, because to your right hand side you've got the Chinese arch. There's over 200 dragons on this arch, 12 of them are pregnant female. You've also got Ghetto Golf, which is an adults only 18-hole golf course here to the left. Plenty of bars and restaurants. The reason being, you'll know it's adults only. If you think of Ann Summers, you realise what some of the holes are based on. So it was actually used in Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp. And I've seen Johnny Depp, and I think he'd been down Rodney Street because he looked like he had so much Botox, I'm telling you. He's not as good looking as what you women think, you know, honestly, I've seen him in real life. Bit of male vanity coming out there, To your right hand side, inside the dock, you've got the Tate Gallery, a couple of pounds to go in for it, bars and restaurants. Also far over in the corner to the right now is the Marcel Pitch Court up in there, where we started this morning. Richard and Judy used to be there with the weather map, but when he took him away, he took the weather map away as well. What was his famous saying? And what have we got for today? Well Fred, you've got porridge for the next 8 years, mate. One of the things that he took the map away, it was because of all the bars and restaurants, people were jumping from Liverpool, England to Ireland, and he ended up in the drink. He didn't realise how far away it was. Well everybody, I hope you've enjoyed the little tour around the city. Well, it's a pleasure to enjoy it. If you do want to say thank you to Mandy down the stairs, she has got a little tip home. If you don't want to say thank you to Mandy, she's still got a